Welcome back to Stoic Practice. Today, we're tackling a topic that impacts us all: managing our emotions in difficult situations. Whether it's stress, anger, anxiety, or frustration, these emotions can easily take control, especially when things get tough. But what if I told you there's a way to stay calm, composed, and centered even in the face of challenges? That's where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism isn't just an ancient philosophy, it's a practical guide to mastering our inner world. Through a few simple but powerful techniques, you can learn to keep your emotions in check and navigate life's ups and downs with confidence. Let's dive into how Stoic wisdom can help us find peace in even the toughest moments. Understanding emotional triggers. First, let's talk about what actually triggers our emotions. In Stoic philosophy, emotions aren't just random feelings, they're responses to our judgments and beliefs about situations. For example, if someone criticizes your work, your initial reaction might be anger or hurt. But why do you feel that way? It's often because we believe that criticism means we aren't good enough. According to Stoicism, our judgments shape our emotions. When we understand that, we start seeing that we have control over these reactions. If we can change the way we interpret a situation, we can change how we feel about it. That's the key to emotional mastery. Technique 1: Shift your perspective. One powerful Stoic technique for controlling emotions is to shift your perspective. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, often practiced something called the view from above. He imagined looking down at his life, his city, and even the whole earth from a bird's eye view. When you zoom out and see the bigger picture, personal problems and daily annoyances start to feel much smaller. For instance, if you're stressed about a deadline, try to visualize this from a wider perspective. In the grand scheme of your life, this moment is just a small dot. Shifting your perspective like this helps put things into context, reducing emotional intensity and making it easier to handle challenges calmly. Technique 2: Separate what you can and cannot control. One of the cornerstones of Stoicism is the concept of control. The Stoics teach us to separate what we can control from what we can't. This is called the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "Some things are in our control and others are not." When we face a difficult situation, it helps to ask ourselves, what part of this can I actually change? Let's say you're in a situation where someone has been unfair to you. You can't control their actions, but you can control how you respond. By focusing on what's within your control, your actions, your responses, your mindset, you'll feel less overwhelmed by things you can't change. Technique 3: Pause before reacting. Another key Stoic practice is learning to pause before reacting. In moments of strong emotion, we often act impulsively, which can make things worse. Stoicism teaches us to step back, take a breath, and think before we respond. Try this simple exercise. The next time you feel a wave of anger or frustration, pause and take a few deep breaths. Count to 3. Use this moment to observe your feelings rather than immediately reacting. This small pause creates a gap between the emotion and your response, allowing you to respond more thoughtfully. Over time, this practice can make a huge difference in how you handle tough situations. Technique 4: Embrace detachment. Stoics believe in practicing detachment from our emotions. Now, this doesn't mean ignoring them, but rather observing them without letting them control our actions. Think of emotions like passing clouds in the sky. You notice them, but you don't have to be swept away by them. Detachment can be as simple as saying to yourself, "I am feeling angry," rather than "I am angry." This subtle shift creates space between you and your emotions, helping you to see them as temporary and separate from who you are. When we observe our emotions like this, they lose some of their power over us, making it easier to stay calm and grounded. Technique 5: Reflect and journal daily. Daily reflection and journaling is a powerful Stoic practice. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoics, would journal about his thoughts, emotions, and struggles every night. This wasn't just a diary, it was a tool for growth and self-awareness. Journaling gives you a chance to examine your emotions and reactions in a safe space. Write about situations where you felt challenged, what triggered your emotions, and how you responded. Reflecting in this way can help you spot patterns, make improvements, and remind yourself of the techniques we're discussing here. Real-life examples. Now, let's look at how these techniques apply in real life. Imagine you're facing criticism at work. Instead of taking it personally, use the dichotomy of control. Focus on what you can do to improve, rather than stressing over things outside your control. Or, let's say you're dealing with a tense family situation. By practicing detachment, you can observe your emotions without letting them dictate your actions. These techniques aren't just for Stoic philosophers, they're for anyone who wants to handle life's challenges with a calm, balanced mindset. Thank you for watching Stoic Practice. Remember, mastering your emotions is a journey, and Stoic philosophy offers powerful tools to guide you. By shifting your perspective, focusing on what you can control, pausing before reacting, practicing detachment, and reflecting daily, you'll be able to navigate difficult situations with strength and peace. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about using Stoicism for personal growth, hit the subscribe button and join us on this journey to a calmer, more resilient life. Let us know in the comments what techniques resonate most with you.